Good morning, viewers. When I was a child, I remember reading one of the letters published in a popular Bengali daily in its editorial section and written by one of its many readers, which had been addressed to the editor. A play was running in the theatres of Kolkata named Winkle Twinkle, which had been subsequently banned by the concerned authorities. The letter mentioned a large park in the heart of London upholding democracy by giving free reins to its visitors to speak and act as they would like without any fear of repercussions. As you may have rightly guessed, a lot was said and done in the park premises which at any other time and any other place would have drawn the ire of the authorities. The reader wrote that the state may not be having any such establishment, but place such as Winkle Twinkle and the cultural landscape of Bengal does the work for it. Train to Pakistan is a seminal and earth-shattering novel by the critically acclaimed as well as controversial writer Khushwant Singh, and perhaps even his greatest. The novel is about the life in a village in Punjab during partition. A lot has been said, discussed and written about those years in books and films. The same topic may appear to be banal, but Khushwant Singh holds his reputation good throughout the book. The story centers around the village Mano Majra in Punjab. The village is Sikh dominated with a Muslim minority and a few scattered Hindu families. The life of the villagers change when a train full of corpses of Hindus and Sikhs who have been massacred appears in the adjacent railway tracks. The build-up of the characters in the book are in-depth and detailed. The characters all have a distinct and unique personality, voice their own beliefs, and true to the writer's style, are strong-willed and determined. The plot is interesting and the literary content of the book is high. Coming to the minuses of the book, even though the novel has all the fine traits of a Khushwant Singh work, the narrative is disrupted in places. There may be a lack of cohesion. The place and time is quickly shifted. The second thing is that I feel the character of Jaggu the Daku could have been given more backdrop and explored more by the author. Concluding, the book gives an insight to the psyche of partition and has true Indian society's elements reflected in the book. The last few pages are much quotable and highly praiseworthy. Rest said, Satyajit Ray wanted to make a film based on the book, but things did not work out. The book is available on Amazon and Flipkart, and I strongly recommend to read the book. Thank you.